My name is Laura Kilpatrick. It is literally the middle of the night. Today is, well, actually, because he has his computer set up different, it is Sunday, December 8th, 2019, but like 12:18. So I am 39 weeks pregnant tomorrow. We were choosing to have a home birth after talking to a lot of different people. It's my cat. And I was just a little apprehensive in the middle of the night. So I go on to Google and I search, because my Birth Without Fear book is in the bedroom and I don't want to wake anybody up fumbling around for it. And I had to go through 4 pages of search results before I got to an article about, despite the controversy, amid fears and controversy, a doctor chooses a home birth. That was from back in 2015, June of 2015. And it's a general practitioner doctor that also does deliveries and C-sections, that after 2 not so great experiences in the hospital, chose to do a home birth. It's just really, really, really frustrating. You know, like conspiracy theories, it's like we've been trained to not trust that we have the capability to do what our body was made to do. You know, our bodies are amazing and beautiful, and they were made that way on purpose. And to say that somebody else that you've never met before, because they read a book or spent some time reading books and like worked on other people, all of a sudden they become an expert in you and it's okay for them to just take over, that's not okay. You know, and I get it, because it's easier to hand off responsibility. It's easier just to say, I don't know, tell me what to do, but that's lazy. That's incredibly lazy, and foisting off responsibility is, it's damaging to you, because you were given that responsibility, and you not taking control of that, it's gonna manifest in some other way. You know, we handed off control with Ben and they pulled him. Set of circumstances that is just crap. But you know, people are people, and everybody makes mistakes. And you know, somebody chooses to leave in the middle of their job. You know, that's their choice. But the fallout from that was the devastation of being abandoned by the person that you were paying to be there for you. You know, so and then the doctors chose to bully and intimidate rather than listen or be compassionate. Now, I know they had their reasons, but they were never ever listening to mine. And then when I called all of the different midwives from all over, not one of them ever said, you are a danger. You are putting your life and your baby at risk, because actually it doesn't matter where you birth your child. It doesn't matter where you birth your child. If something's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong. I have a friend who lost hers at 38 weeks in the hospital. It's scary. It's life. It's unpredictable, and you don't know. Something horrible could happen to me or my baby, whether I'm in the hospital or I'm at home. But you know what will not happen in my home is for somebody to make me feel like I am nothing and I am broken and that there is something wrong with me. And that sticks with you for forever until you deal with it. And if you've determined that they know better than you, hey Roxy, why are you not in your kennel? That they are better or more knowledgeable than you about you without spending hardly any time with you? I mean, come on, what are we doing? This is crazy. So, off. Roxy, off. Anyway, now I get to go put my dog away and go clean up the kitchen because I had a rough day today. So, people are people are people are people are people are people are people. I don't care what degree they have. I don't care how many children they have. I don't care any of that. They're not you. You are responsible for you. You make the choices in your life about how you act and respond and are. And you either learn better and do better, or you just get shoved, And like, I'm tired of being shoved. And I am not even like one that gets shoved very easily. I'm too big. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, what's the answer? What if, what if you were made by a bigger being that made you for a reason and a purpose? And what if, just what if, they have a specific plan for you that all you have to do is plug into them and they'll reveal it to you? What if that was a thing? Like, for real, what if that was a thing? Because when I realized I couldn't do this on my own and I leaned on people, I just fell harder and faster. But when I said, what if this is real? Like, supernatural, miraculous things have happened. And I went to this conference, we did this 12 weeks of freedom. Everybody asks who it's by, and I never know. Freedom, small group workbook. It doesn't even say. It's a group called Summit Creek here, but they call it Highland over there. It doesn't really say. That's awesome, actually, that they're not like, I did this. It was me. I did this. Huh. Anyway, what was really cool about it was they're like, we're not telling you all of this. We're not pulling out the Bible verses and we're not presenting them to you in this manner for our good or our glory or for this church, because I don't even go to that church. And they invited people that don't go to that church. They're like, we want this for you so that you understand like how beautifully and wonderfully made you are, and that there is a purpose and that there are stages. It's not like one and done, you're good to go. No, it is and it never stops, like that. As you realize that there's another way, you're going to have to adjust your life to change. You need to understand that you have responsibilities and that you were given a purpose and that there's a reason that you're here. And if you don't follow it, then you're gonna not have the the good. I don't know, because I'm tired and I'm pregnant and I'm kind of frustrated, but everybody likes Jeremiah 29:11. I'm going to paraphrase, so don't, you don't say that. So Jeremiah 29:11 says that, I know the plans I have for you, plans to lift you up and to prosper you, not to tear you down or to harm you. Okay? The plan that God has for you is amazing and good, right? Oh, cool. Then he's got a good plan for me and I can go ahead and do whatever I want. No. Read Jeremiah 12 and Jeremiah 13 and keep reading around it, because it's not just that he has a plan for you. Because, I have a plan for Ben and he doesn't adhere to it at all. I have a plan for Eric and he doesn't adhere to it at all. Just because somebody has a good plan doesn't mean that it's magically going to happen. You're still given your choices and your free will to either align yourself with him so that these good things can happen, or do your own thing and then the world according to Lori sucks. My plan for Ben is not what he needs. He needs God's plan if he wants to succeed and be amazing. What I want for him is limited because I have a limited view. I have a limited access. I am just one little piece in this great big huge puzzle, and I don't get to see everything. And just because I am clear in my little area doesn't mean that that's what he needs. My mom does that a lot. She's been in the same town for ever. I'm 41. She's lived there longer than that. So when something happens to us, she does her pool of resources. Well, let me send you my mechanic, or let me give you my mechanic's number. I'm like, I'm really far away, but like, we lean on our own understanding and we do what we know and what we're comfortable with, which is good that we have that. It's good that we have the resources, and it's good that we have those contacts, but those are your contacts and those are your people, and that's your sphere of influence, and that everybody has a different one, and they shouldn't all look exactly alike, because we're all different and we're all connected and we all belong to each other, So having the plan and having the plan happen takes a little collaboration, So I am a woman born with a uterus that was designed to grow a baby. It was perfectly and beautifully and wonderfully made. And due to choices outside of my control, my body happened to be born not in the best condition, that had a little bit of troubles and a little bit of issues, and was misdiagnosed and had some problems. And I just said, none of that's working. Let's find something else. So I started cleaning up my diet, cleaning up my mind, cleaning up my thoughts, surrendering to God, releasing some emotions, allowing for truth to actually like permeate, and to make the choice daily to choose life daily. Not always. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being too, also fallible. But in doing that, I realized some of the things that I personally need to do differently, some things that works for my body that isn't necessary for others, things that I need to avoid if I would like to have this greater plan. And then I get to choose daily whether I avoid them or not, And yeah, I went to a therapist for a while, but he was a paid friend. He didn't know. He suggested things. He suggested some things, guessed some things, made assumptions about some things, because all that's natural. I mean, I don't know how you get a degree in something and not have an ego about it. I think that just kind of comes with it. Maybe there's some humble doctors out there. I haven't met any. I really, really hope there are some out there. I haven't met any, not one. But without a level of humility, then you aren't seeing people for who they are, which is a unique and precious individual. So anyway, I'm sure half of this didn't make sense because I just needed to get it out, but I don't want to wake anybody up because it is the middle of the night. So thank you for listening. Just know that this isn't as complicated as we make it. We make it complicated by putting too many cooks in the kitchen. We put too many cooks in the kitchen, and we don't let the head cook do their job. Oh, that's so funny. Have you ever watched any, what's his name? That blonde-haired cook that yells when he goes in to fix kitchens? I don't know. It was free on Amazon Prime. Anyway, I just thought of an episode where that happened, which is probably some random weird thing that nobody knows, like the Hudsucker Proxy or whatever. So, just a great movie, including the mezzanine. Anyway. So I would never, ever intentionally put my life or my child's life at risk. I would never, ever do that. And that's what the last doctor implied. Like, what do you want? What are you trying to get from this? And it pretty much was, he went into my entire pregnancy determined that I was just some headstrong bitch that was going to do it my way no matter what. Heck no, are you kidding me? The goal here is a healthy birth with help. Not come and take it over. That never works out well. And that's the thing. I didn't know. I am where I am because of the choices that they made. If they hadn't have intervened in such a drastic way, then intervention wouldn't have been necessary for the rest of it, because once they stuck their nose on my path, they couldn't get off because I was in this situation and I just snowballed into crap. And when I walked into that hospital to have Theodore, they never ever intended, we'll let you try. That's what they said. You can try. Like, sure. sure, you can try, but we're all staffed here ready to go to do it our way the second we can get you to cave. And I know that that's not their attitude. That's not, they think that they're doing the right thing. They're like, you're high risk, da, da, da. But I was only high risk because of the intervention that was done to me before, and I'm not. I'm not. Like, if you go and you actually look at the numbers that the reasons why they determined that I'm high risk are a general thing and are not. Big girls can have babies too, perfectly fine and perfectly naturally, but they don't fit into the graph. So when you don't fit into the graph, then I guess you need to be treated as a lesser citizen. That's not okay with me. So I'm a little terrified that this is going to be a little girl who's going to be big, because I am big, my family is big, and I don't want her to have to deal with all of this. And I don't know how to do it different, except it needs to be done different. So I'm going to do my part here. And I just pray that every other person chooses life intentionally, doesn't succumb to fear, and doesn't give in to the pressures. You don't have to be a headstrong BIDCH, but you can be a voice and you can make a difference. So I am not talking bad about anybody that chooses to hand over. That's your choice. It is 100% your choice. It is. It absolutely is. I do get a little frustrated because so many people choose to hand away their responsibility that now it's the norm, that you have to go 4 search pages in to get to one article. And what's crazy is, if this truly was an algorithm on my phone, it should not be that way, because I look at home births almost every night. And apparently now that I'm doing that, all it'll bring up is that it's high risk and it's dangerous and it's, what's the word? Like, you're making a stupid choice. You're stupid if you do this, essentially is what they're saying. And anything, yeah, it's just horrible. It's just horrible. So I rescind my thing that Google's not out to get you. Because I was searching and finding these things. Like, I once searched putting baby first, or including the baby in the birth, and I found some really great articles, and I can't find them anymore. Like, including the baby in the birth, or what did I write? Focused, baby focused birthing. Brought up stuff about getting your eyes checked. What? Like, why is it so difficult to find things where you're not paying someone to do something? Why is it so hard to figure out what we were made for? You know, everybody's so quick to intervene and to be unnatural. Why can't we just, like, be natural? Or at least have it be an option. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Most people don't. They don't want to. They want somebody else to take over. Then you're fine. You're going to be fine. But, like, to purposefully hide and manipulate and threaten and, I don't know, anything fear-based is just not right. Anyway, this got long. Settle in for a chat with Lori in the middle of the night. It looks like Ben just went straight to bed when he got home, which means I gotta go clean up the kitchen. So one of these days, I'm actually gonna get some sleep. I'm guessing it'll be 20:30. Anyway, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, you beautiful mess. I love that you are doing what you can with what you have. And I just pray that you want to do more, and you want to be better, and you want to make this world a better place, because it's only with people wanting and doing that it actually will happen. So anyway, have a beautiful and blessed day, and go get some sleep for me.